Today we're going racing, and one of two things are going to happen. Either we are going to break a record and have a new fastest truck on the channel, or we are going to break our truck in the process of doing so. And I hope I don't break anything. That's not what the intent is here, but you kind of got to push the limits every now and then. And right now, the fastest truck that we have in the quarter mile and eighth mile is the Copo truck, the LSA supercharged all-wheel drive Silverado. But the truck that I want to be the fastest is that guy over there, the ugly truck as I call it, the 8.1 turbo big block truck. It's still on a junkyard bone stock motor. It's got an 80mm turbo, and that's the one that I want to be fastest. So since it was at the drag strip last time, we made a bunch of changes, including a different torque converter, different rear shocks, Caltrax, and a proper drag radial out back. So hopefully between all those changes, we can leave the line and build up boost a little bit quicker and have more traction to put all that power down. So let's go for a drive and then let's go racing. All right, guys, first stop of the trip. We are just kind of on our way out of town. I figured I'd top off with fuel. We're in Draper, Utah. Luckily, it's only $5.45 a gallon here, so that's a little bit cheaper than where I live. And this is also the same Maverick where we weighed all my other trucks, so I figured let's put the whole AT4 package on the scale, see how much this thing weighs, because I'm kind of curious.
Hey, I have your weight. Can step off the scale and come inside.
Thank you. Alrighty, guys, successfully weighed the truck. 4,900 pounds on the front axle. The Duramax is heavy. 5,900 out back, 7,400 for the trailer. Total weight, 18,260, which is well within what this truck is allowed to tow, but definitely heavy. So, back on the road. Alright, guys, we just wrapped up the second fuel stop of the trip. We are now in Rock Springs, Wyoming. Gas is now diesel. I think it was like $5.47 a gallon, something like that. I just spent another $97 fueling the truck up, so I'm curious to see how much this whole trip is going to cost me. But we're headed east on Interstate 80, and this is the part of the trip where we're going across Wyoming, and there's not a whole lot of anything, but let's keep on trucking. Alrighty, guys, several hours later, we're at the last fuel stop of the trip. Fuel prices have gone down a little bit to where we're at now, $5.17 a gallon, although the truck was just about empty when we started. Let's see. Yeah, we're just a little bit over half a tank now. So this one is going to be probably the most expensive fill up of the trip if it doesn't cut me off. So anyway, as you can see, it is nighttime. We are just about at our destination. I'll catch you guys in the morning for a little bit of racing action. We have made it to Morrison, Colorado. It's about 500 to 550 miles away from the house. We are at Bandimere Speedway. There's a test and tune session this morning. It's 9 a.m. now and it goes till 3 p.m. And there's like a gazillion cars here because I think there's also some sort of other race happening this afternoon. So hopefully we get enough runs in because it was a long drive, but I'm excited to see what the ugly truck will do.
So not off to a bad start, actually. 1246 at 114 miles an hour. So definitely was really soft off the launch. A 2.1 60 foot. 8.1 in the 8th mile, so that is a fair amount quicker than my last, I think, 867. Yeah, 12.4. I basically just kind of foot braked it off the start line. I didn't really build up a whole lot of boost, so I'm pretty happy. I know we can definitely do quicker, and I hadn't touched the boost controller. That's just on spring pressure too, so not a bad start to the day. Much better. Thank you. All right, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Just foot braked it. 12:05. So now this truck is officially the fastest truck on the channel, and we're not done yet. So that's like 0.05 quicker than the Copo truck, so I'm pumped, at like 3 or 4 miles an hour quicker. So let's see, the 60 foot is what we really improved. Yeah, 185 60 foot, which is awesome. Haven't even used the two-step yet either. 770 in the 8. I'm loving it, guys. 12:05. But I want an 11, and I think if I just leave off the two-step, maybe raise the boost a little bit, we'll get that 11 today. Pumped. New fastest truck. Now, I know 20 PSI probably sounds like a lot, but so far this thing's hooking pretty good, so I'm not going to lower it a whole lot more than 20. That was a little slower. (12.1) at 112. All right, so using the two-step, my 60 foot was quicker. We had a 1.8 with it versus a 1.88 without the two-step. 7.76 in the 8th with the two-step. 7.78 without. So the two-step is actually helping me get down the first half of the track quicker, so that's good. The only other thing I did different is I used tow haul mode this time, which has a little bit lower shift point, which I think maybe slowed down the back half, because just leaving off the foot brake, I went 113 miles an hour versus 112 without it. So, gonna use the two-step, gonna use normal shifting, not the tow haul mode, and then I'm gonna put another turn on the boost controller just because. you. 12,120. Got a little more mile per hour in it. I actually data logged this one, so I'm going to go check that and make another hit with a little more boost yet, because we got to get this thing into the 11s. We absolutely must. All right, so I did the thing you're not supposed to do, and I changed like a zillion things at once. I added a little more timing. I raised the RPM of the two-step. I cranked the boost controller up, total of like 5 turns now, which this boost controller doesn't usually have a huge impact on boost level. We are so close to an 11. It's getting hot out here. I think we're getting a little bit heat soaked. I noticed it does pull a tiny bit of timing from higher IATs, which I backed that threshold off a little bit. All things that are probably not a good idea, but I am determined to get an 11. So let's try this one more time. Oh. Definitely felt a lot faster. I don't know how the 8.1's gonna like that, but woo! All right, come on. It's gotta be an 11 this time, guys. It's gotta be. Like this video if you want to see an 11 in like 2 seconds. Come on. Don't let me down, truck. Don't let me down. Thank you. Do it. Yes! 1166 at 118. Oh, we've done it. We ran an 11 and the stock 8.1 is still holding together on, I don't know how much boost. It was like 17 or so. Oh, that is awesome. We didn't just do 11.99. We're almost at an 11.5. All right, guys. Woo! That is awesome. That's my goal for the day. 2 goals, actually. Number 1, new quickest truck on the channel, which we achieved at a 12:05 on the second run out. Second goal, to run an 11, which we just did. 11.66, guys. Oh, man. I know that's probably slow compared to what a lot of you guys run, but for me, like, oh my goodness, I'm probably yelling. For me, this is just awesome because this is a huge accomplishment. I've been so like, I can't even think of the word. I've been so reserved or like held back with my tuning on this truck just because everyone's like, oh, those stock 8.1s, they will not hold up. Now, I'm not gonna say that they'll hold up forever because it very well could blow up on the next pass, but we ran an 11.6, 17 pounds of boost. I got to read the data log, but I am just so pumped. This is the goal that we wanted to achieve. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. You're awesome subscribers. Coming up next for this truck, I am going to be working with a Holley Dominator ECU. We're going to be completely changing how this engine management is done. Then of course we have the big built motor that's coming up soon, which I can't wait to do. But I feel like this is the perfect milestone. I just 11.66, guys. That pass felt awesome. Yeah, definitely not the fastest thing in the world, but I am so excited. I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you guys. Please subscribe, like the video, drop a comment, all that good stuff. New fastest truck on the channel. Catch you again soon. Oh, that's still recording. All right, guys, one last stop we gotta make before the trip is through. And this is from my buddy John.
in Tennessee. We are stopping at every Texan's favorite hamburger joint. We're going to Whataburger. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, they just built one here in Colorado Springs where we're staying, so we had to try it. All right, guys, we've been in line now for approximately 1 hour, and we are like fourth in line. So excited to try Whataburger.
Thank you for choosing Whataburger. My name is Danny. What can I get started for you?
Yeah, can I do number 2, but with no tomatoes or no pickles on that?
Absolutely. I got you all squared away, I believe. It's 2 Diet Cokes and 1 regular Coke.
Yeah. And then, sorry, one last thing. Can we add a Dr. Pepper shake?
Absolutely. We got 16, 20, or 30 slabs.
Sorry, 16, 20. The biggest one.
I gotcha. Anything else?
That'll be all. What do you think of Whataburger, Teague? Better than In-N-Out? Mm-hmm. All right.